Welcome everyone, we are back, we are in Shanghai, we are racing in China today. To put a bit of a timestamp on this recording, I'm actually recording this before the first Chinese race for 2015. It's actually a Thursday, and we shall see how this goes. It's been very exciting in the real world Formula 1. We will go to the track. Ferraris have been showing that they can actually catch up and that the Mercedes are humans, so should be a good race, as shall this one be. Again, still in the Marisha car, and there's nothing else I can do about that. Hopefully we can... Oh, haven't done this race for a while, forgot about that. It's not off to a great start, and this car needs as much help as it can to get up the field. And a box full of neutrals, great. This is off to a blistering start right at the moment. Yeah, why not? We'll go on the grass. Oh, yep. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going into these cold. I have played the game. I haven't actually really played much of 2014. I've played more 2013. And it does actually handle differently. And I know... Jesus Christ, that's terrible. I do know the tracks and that because I do watch Formula 1. So I'm not going in these completely blind, like I am knowing what I should be doing. But this is going terrible. In this instance of it anyway. I'm only 4.7 seconds up. I'm not even going to qualify. For those playing at home that don't know, you're not really playing, but you're watching, but for those that don't know, you're required to basically qualify within the top, not the top, 107% of the pole position. Which means whatever time they get, you have to fall within 107% of that, and if this was a real race, I would be not racing. Completely not racing.
This isn't the result we wanted. You're starting in 22nd tomorrow. That's 22nd place.
Wasn't the result I wanted either. But hey, we're just going to have to deal with the hand we were dealt. Wish sometimes the engineer was a bit more supporting. You know, I need a bit of a shoulder to cry on. My car isn't there. I don't know what to do. Go to the track. No final prep. Don't need anything. We are good to go. Woo woo. Yep. Make everyone wait for me. Money last. It's not gonna matter. If only you can do that on the actual real racetrack. So, we will see how well I can actually do in a real race environment. This first corner is going to be critical. And everyone needs to get out of my way. Jesus. They braked way harder than I was expecting them to. Oh, thank you. Go up to the inside. Oh. That went nicer than I was expecting. Not home free yet. Oh, could have made another place up there. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Yes, I did. A little bit. I'll be honest. And going full. That's not a corner I can hold on the power with in this car. It just wants to understeer. This car does understeering all over the place. Just pushes to the corner. I'm going to get monstered on this straight too. People are just going to pass me left, right and centre. This really isn't the race for this car. It's all going well. I wonder how annoying that would actually be in a real Formula 1 car. I mean, look, I'm upshifting way too early. That's right. I wonder what it would be like. I mean, you're in the pinnacle of the sport. This is what you've worked your whole life for. And you're in a crap car. I mean, some of these guys here, you don't forget, like, some of them have grown up with each other. So, they've raced each other in karts and Formula 3 and Formula, whatever formula they go through to get up to the ranks. Some of them to go other areas, and like, you know your guys, you know the ones you're driving. You know, in some instances, you may be faster than them in certain days. But here you are. They were just a little bit better on maybe one or two races throughout the career, so they got into the better teams in the championships that you're driving in, and they won a world championship. So now they're up in Ferrari or Red Bull. You're down here in Mauritius trying to stop the car from throwing itself off the track. But in the day, you were destroying that other driver. I wonder if that gets a little depressing. I mean, at the end of the day, all they've got to do is really go, hey, I'm an F1 driver, and then check their bank account. Although most of these guys here are paid seats, so they've got to pay to make their way into the actual team in the first place. But it has to be crushing a little bit. Maybe not a little bit, maybe a lot. I mean, a lot of them stick out with it and they keep driving until there's no more seats available, so they obviously mustn't have too much of a problem with it. Braking way too late there. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch these guys in front. I think 14th is going to be my position, unless I keep doing that every race, which is every corner, which is going to be great because then they can get right up my ass. I didn't mean to do that then, just that I threw the car into the corner way too aggressively and it did not want to turn. Okay, let's be smoother. Let's try not to upshift so early. Okay, so pace is up. That's good. Still position 14th. I can't hold that flat. Alright. What we need is rain or something. Not that it's going to help me, but at least it might equalise something. Can't do any worse. I have to at least get into points. Otherwise there's no point even turning up. Okay. Nice and smooth. Maximum speed. Nowhere close to anyone. I always had problems with that corner in 2013 as well. And this one, I always go wide, which then makes you lose speed on the main straight, and then you get destroyed. Absolutely cannot hold it flat into that corner. I don't care what the computer says. Already chewed for a tyre already, that's always going to be great. This car has no grip as is, and we're going to have even less. Three and a half seconds behind. I haven't been paying attention, I don't think I'm gaining. Absolutely cannot hold it flat through there as well. And I'm not holding it flat through there. I've lost a tremendous amount of grip. I'm even sliding around corners then, although I did hit the curb there. Should have actually taken him in that corner, that way I would have had DRS up this track. Up the straight. That's fine. I don't need to use DRS anyway. They can work for it. And took it back nicely. I can do the defensive stuff fine. Just the maximum attack offensive car, at least in this car, is no-go. Nah, I've just lost 2 seconds. Got no chance in hell of catching anyone. Hey, what are you doing? He's going up the inside, I didn't even see him there. Yes, well, you know, he scared me. I'm totally prepared, I just hit that corner in 5th gear. I know what I'm doing, trust me. I know boats. So the good news is that 2015 has been announced for F1. And I will definitely be playing that game. What I'm planning to do with this series will, or this episode will at least, will match up with the actual Chinese Grand Prix. But we'll be releasing them one a week into the catch-up point of the release of 2015. And from then, I will be jumping over to that. And basically, I'll be doing another championship in that. And I'll be releasing those videos at an escalated pace until we catch back up with the real season again. And then they'll be, oh Jesus. And then they will be released at the same period. So I haven't even done the math of it. I may even actually have to release 2 episodes some weeks to catch up. So I'll be looking at that part of it, so that we at least get some parity with the season. I really wish they would release the game at the start of the actual F1 season. It's pointless. Like, I'm playing this now to recreate the 2015 season, so I can release a video with each round that's been raced, and it's pointless. There's no point. It's because it's just like the track layout's different, the teams are different. I've changed the, oh sorry, excuse me, thank you. I've changed the ordering and doing a custom Grand Prix to try and simulate that, but I've got no Mexico, so we'll see how that goes. But the new game, they said they're focusing a lot on the handling and the... Jesus, I'm hitting the red line every 5 seconds. They're hitting the... They're going for the suspension, and they're trying to make it, I guess, more realistic. Which, you know, as realistic as you can get playing a Formula 1 game on an Xbox 360 controller. I'll take it. But that will be the plan, so I have no idea when I'm going to be releasing the other ones. I'm going to see if I can get a schedule up, and I'll put it on the actual website, and I'll link it in the description once I work it out to our website, so you can view it. And we'll see how that goes. Effectively, what I'm trying to do is fit in 19 rounds for this game, 19 rounds to the next one. That's 38 rounds in 52-week year, and we're already, was it week 15 now or something? So the math shows that it's going to be very tight to get it into place, but that's fine. That wasn't me, he took over then, so that's great. Even the computer can't drive this car. But we shall see how that goes out. Well, that will be a nice little challenge there. I'm going to release these separate to the main videos, so I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Yeah, I might end up driving this season out and finish it off, because I'm not going to be doing very good in it. This car was way worse than I was expecting, and then to put it on hard, and I made poor choices. I mean, look, I'm not driving the fastest here, but oh, Jesus, it is a bit harder to actually drive and talk at the same time. It's something I'm used to. I'd just be leaning over close to the screen, and I can usually go pretty quick. I'm not the fastest, I'm not the best, but I can usually hold my own, and first place is generally quite easy. That's why I tend to pick some of the middle tierish cars. But hey, the random number generator picked this one, so I've never driven down this low competitively, especially at the high level. And it shows, because this car is just... The problem with this car is you have to be on your game. The problem is I've got the volume down a little bit low so it doesn't bleed into the microphone. Okay, fine. So the problem is that the shifting's all on me. I'll take blame for that. I'm trying to hear it as I can while I'm talking. That's why sometimes I'm shifting up a bit higher. Like early shifting just so I can keep talking and concentrating. And that's why when you see me, I'm jumping down, and occasionally I go down too far, I'm hitting neutral. Not planned. But the car, it just has so little grip. It wants to push out. Now, I probably could sit there and tweak the suspension and tweak the actual settings to counteract what I'm doing here, but like I said, this isn't a filler video. Like, I actually want to play this as a excuse for me to play these games, because typically I play other stuff with the guys, and we're obviously trying to push a lot of videos up at the moment, so we're kind of playing other stuff and new release stuff. I'm not really playing the stuff that my bread and butter that I enjoy. I only really got 2014 for these first videos. Up to that point I hadn't even purchased it, and typically I purchase on day and date release, so it's an excuse for me to play, so I'm happy to play it, but I think I've made the challenge too great, so I will try. I will not give up. But I'm not going to make a dent unless I get into a 10th position or higher. Then I'm not even making any points. And there's going to be some tracks that are going to suit me. These track here isn't. This isn't the right track. I don't have the power, so I'm getting destroyed down the straights. And the corners this is built for is not those big winding sweeping corners, because I just can't hold on the throttle. It's saying hold 6 and I'm letting off and dropping back to 5th. Like that one there. I know it says 3rd and it says the brake and it says it's green. I can't hit that and go around without coming off. I don't know whose land that's green. This one's got a back right off as well. So if I end up getting destroyed too much, which I currently am, I may look at doing accelerated video to the end of the season. So I might just do like a final races by myself and do them as like a montage to catch up to the early release, or at least to the actual release date of 2015. And we'll jump to that season instead. I don't know, we'll see how it plays. I'm actually having fun even though I'm going crap, because it's making me have to drive hard. And obviously it's good practice here for the commentary. The other ones that I have been commenting on, I'll be honest, like I said, of course, you go watch that first video and that's very dry and boring and terrible. I'll be honest. The only way to get better is to keep talking while I play, and this is giving me at least that. So if I do take one thing out of it, it is bettering other parts of my skill set, even if I'm going crap. But we should push on. We will persevere. Another problem I've also noticed too, and look, this could be just the way I'm driving. I have noticed this is a big change between 2013. You have to really focus more on your braking. I have no idea what he just said then. I think just, I don't know if he said something about rain. It doesn't look like it's going to. But yeah, you've got to, in the first one, not the first one, the 2013 and before that, you could kind of throw the car in pretty easily. Like go crazy in the corner. This one you really have to focus on braking before you turn. Which I do in Forza and all the other ones I play, but when you're used to just playing Formula 1 where you can throw it into a corner and hope for the best, it is a big difference. And to see, for example, it's saying here 6th gear. No, I upshifted the 6 as I was understeering out of the corner. There's no way. So even though I've got the racing line on, it's really not giving me much help. And I've also noticed some gears too, because I actually did a little bit of a sneaky... Oh, see? I did a bit of a sneaky race by myself. Just for fiddling around, trying to get a feel for the car. Didn't race this track because I didn't want to ruin that one. I only actually re-raced the first 2 tracks. And I played around with the Mercedes and the Red Bull and stuff. For the way I drive, and I could be wrong, but it's telling me to hit certain gears. But I'm finding if I hit them, then I'm hitting the traction control, which is that little... you just heard just then, a little noise, which obviously is traction control. Basically stops the wheel from spinning, or in that case there I'm hitting the rev limiter, and they're not basically accelerating me. They're not giving me any power at all, because they're actually cutting power, or in the case of the rev limiter, I'm making no more power. The engine's just physically spinning as fast as it can. But some of the corners, it tells me, it says, you know, go around in a 2nd gear corner. I go around a 2nd gear corner, I'm constantly hitting that limiter. Which is why you see me, even though the indicator says 1st gear, just then, I went around in 2nd. I'm actually finding that is actually quicker. So, I don't know if that's right or wrong. That's something that I find different. I'm not getting as much feedback whether or not that is the right way to drive. Yeah, I find that I feel like I get a cleaner and faster exit out by doing a gear up. I could be wrong. But I keep saying, like, my pace is up. I'm pulling away from the guys. I have no idea. Something about the feel, it's very hard to describe if you're not playing it, but I feel like I'm pulling away from these guys by being up a gear a little bit early. But I could be wrong. See, it feels like I'm pulling away, but I don't know. Man, that's the best lap, so maybe it is working. Maybe this car's just crap and I'm just not feeling the extra speed I'm doing by doing what I'm doing. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel I'm getting more drive out of the corner by doing that. Either way, I'm still 16th and my tyres have gone and I've got 2 more laps. Okay, so yeah, that fuel is optimal, which is lucky I didn't do. Hang on, why is that optimal? Well, I'm usually up a few laps by now. Maybe that's a hard setting. I don't know. Maybe that's why I ran out of fuel in the first race, apparently. That's why it went so bad. When I watched the footage back, I actually ran out of fuel quite early, and when Daniel watched the video, he actually said that the fuel light was flashing for quite a while. And did I not see it? And obviously I did not. I kept the revs up high. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Go slower. Are those two guys interfering with each other, or three guys interfering, so that's why they're falling behind? Because I feel like oh shit. I feel like I've gone slower this lap, and I definitely have. Almost a second slower, yet they're way behind. Maybe their tyres are going out too. This is my time to shine. Not really. It really doesn't like turning right. It's kind of a problem when you have lots of right corners. It's kind of useless in a racing car. I was hoping maybe I could catch the guys in fourth. Not fourth. What am I dreaming? I was catching the guys in 14th. No chance of that happening at all. Oh, come on, that's really got no grip now. I can feel it. I'm worried about that fuel. That's going to make a difference. I'm not going to get any points anyway, so I come in 18th. Well, oh well, c'est la vie. Okay, so I can pull away now. Probably need to do that about 12 laps earlier, but that's fine. I can pull away now. Fuel lights on. That's bad. It's got me worried. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna run out of fuel before this. So I wonder if it's the way I'm driving it, because I'm talking and I'm missing the upshift and I'm hitting the rev limiter more. That's kind of cool. It's not cool for me to try and finish the race without running out of fuel, but it's cool. It's cool that's even modeled. I don't think that's even been modeled before. I mean, it could be just in my head. I haven't really noticed it before. Oh, he's finished now, and I've only just really started this lap. That's great. I'm so happy for you. Be interesting to see this weekend, which is what's that? 3 days away. Yeah, 12th. Whether or not he I caused a collision. Don't know how I managed to cause a collision, but that's fine. But it'll be interesting to see whether this weekend the Ferraris can continue what they're doing, because they really fought back the last race and showed the Mercedes that yes, we can beat you. So what we need now is Red Bull to actually pull their finger out and give Ricciardo a car that will work. That will be nice. Oh Jesus, that was not graceful. And that's it. That is textbook definition on how to finish 16th in this race. Let's see if my little guy's happy with me. No, nothing? Nothing at all. See, this car lives and dies on qualifying high. If I made positions and I'd qualified in 12th, in theory, I should have been able to get up to 6th. It wouldn't have actually been a reality of it. I'm up about where my guys are. Pastor Maldonado didn't crash for once in a race. But he, very close time, so I suppose I am where I'm meant to be. I'm doing better than my teammate who's shit. Down the bottom. On your max. So, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Chinese Grand Prix. That is how it's going to finish for the real Manor team. Not really, one probably won't even start. And it's as simple as that. That is how we are going to win this World Championship. So I will see you next time when we are in Grand Prix Player Statistics.